Fairy tales. Mysterious events often commence beneath the shimmering moonlight, and tonight is no exception. The air was dense, as if swallowed by a looming darkness. Before Carmi's chilling scream tore through the night. Ah! Is it a nightmare? Huh? The morning after, that was meant to be a momentous occasion.
Carmi, are you all right? Are you feeling unwell?
I don't know. I just feel completely drained of energy.
Pre-birthday syndrome, perhaps. How strange.
Things started to look up when the well-wishers from their friends poured in. They were the ones Carmi had always supported throughout the years. Hey, Kebby, can you help me with this? Their friendship had endured for 15 years, ever since the day Carmi was adopted into Kebby's family as a child. Apart from Carmi's birthday, there was another significant event today. This is Alan Helsing, a new friend in our community. Please help him, everyone. Alan, you can sit. Oh, next to Carmi. Hi, I'm Carmi. Alan's peculiar gaze sent Carmi's mind reeling. Excuse me, teacher. May I step outside? What's up with him? Looking back, Carmi's face and eyes appeared perfectly normal. Teacher! Maybe the teacher was right. I must be sleep deprived. Carmi, furious and disregarding the danger, rushed forward to intervene.
This kid's trying to live in, huh?
Strangely, his punch did nothing to the petite girl. In fact, Carmi easily blocked and knocked him down.
You! How can this be? The teacher is here!
After dealing with the ruffian, Carmi once again found herself surrounded by praise from the crowd. However, Alan's eyes remained concealed within the gathering, still observing unusually. That evening, after enjoying a hearty dinner prepared by Kebby's mother, Carmi and Kebby mischievously slipped away to celebrate their own birthday.
Hey!
This was a yearly tradition for the two. Happy birthday, Carmi! Happy birthday, Carmi! Who said that?
What's going on? I don't hear anything.
It came from the edge of the woods. Can't you hear it?
Huh?
To prove her point, Carmi firmly led Kebby to investigate the source. Suddenly, a flock of bats appeared, behaving strangely. Can't you see? They're talking! Carmi explained to Kebby about the peculiar events of the day.
I'm sorry, Kami, but this is really weird.
Do you see that tree branch? I feel like I could easily climb up there.
Impossible! Whoa! Kami, where are you?
I'm right here.
You're amazing! You know, Kami, you kind of seem, like a vampire.
A vampire? They quickly found more information about these species in one of Kebi's ancient books. It mentioned that vampires possess terrifying strength, unmatched speed, and the ability to communicate with bats and mesmerize others.
When they're strong enough, they can even transform into bats!
Yay!
Too noisy. It's time to go to bed. Shh. This is our secret. However, things weren't as straightforward as they seemed. A few days later, when Kebi accidentally fell, the scent of fresh blood filled Carmi's nostrils, leaving her in a state of emptiness.
Kami?
When things returned to normal, Carmi panicked and fled, fearing she might unintentionally harm those around her. All of this was observed through the eyes of Alan, the lurking threat nearby. Since that day, Carmi did everything she could to avoid meeting people.
Kami?
Stay away from me, Kebi. I might hurt you.
Let me in. We're friends. You'd never harm me.
Kebi's sincere words of encouragement helped Carmi overcome her apprehension. Both of them ventured into the woods to explore Carmi's newfound abilities. As her fears receded, they discovered that Carmi's abilities could provide wonderful experiences akin to those found in fairy tales. Never before had they enjoyed themselves to such an extent. On the way back, Carmi playfully teased Kebi. Haha, just kidding, Kebi! But someone didn't see it that way. The owner of that knife was Alan. Alan, what's going on?
Get away from that vampire.
How do you know?
Why, of course. I came from a proud and noble lineage of vampire hunters. That's how. And today, you will be the first prey to continue my family's tradition. Alan, there must be some misunderstanding here. No misunderstandings at all. Watch this.
Carmi's body immediately responded, helping her evade Alan's precise attacks. While she possessed the powers of a vampire, she struggled to use them effectively, and it was no easy feat to escape.
This doesn't look good. Carmi's losing.
Aside from direct combat, Alan swiftly set up traps to subdue Carmi.
Carmi, be careful!
As predicted, Carmi grew weaker.
Carmi, run!
Alan, unexpected, who was just moments ago his prey, now turned into his savior. Once Carmi saved Alan, she wasted no time. But difficulties don't dissipate so easily. The sword was plunged into the ground, a resolute act by its owner. Thank you, but why did you do that?
You're probably not as bad as I thought. Nevertheless, don't celebrate just yet. I'll be keeping an eye on you everywhere. If you know any unusual signs, I'll... Oh, come on. That's not going to happen. I guarantee it. So in short, why did you become a vampire, Carmi?
Strangely, there were no bite marks on her body, which indicated that Carmi had not been bitten. As they pondered this perplexing situation, a tall, dark figure appeared.
Vintage attire?
Wild features like in the books.
He's a vampire.
Hello, my daughter Carmi.
Fairy tales.
Amanda couldn't understand why she kept having the same reoccurring dream. Who is that sheep? Why is it so frightened? And why has her sister turned into such a wicked person?
You fool! Animals don't talk silly! Got it?
3 months ago.
Princess, the coming-of-age ceremony is approaching. Aren't you worried at all about preparing for it? What's the use? No matter how hard I try, I can't surpass Elida's shadow.
Elida was Amanda's sister, but they were nothing alike in appearance, talent, or personality. Elida had flowing golden hair, fair skin, and an innate dark magic. Perhaps that's why she was always aloof and colder than all the other fairies in the clan. In contrast, Amanda was lively and warm, just like the power of her radiant sunshine.
Elida was blessed with a mesmerizing singing voice, and I have nothing.
Despite being sisters, Elida always received special treatment that Amanda did not. She even lived in a separate castle, away from their parents' attention. Amanda tried to get closer to her sister several times, but Elida always coldly avoided her. Thus, the bond between the two sisters grew distant. Feeling lonely and sorrowful on several occasions, Amanda even had the thought that she wished Elida had never existed.
No! Why am I thinking such strange thoughts? She's my family!
Before the coming-of-age ceremony, fearing that her meager magical abilities would be a laughingstock compared to Elida's exceptional powers, Amanda sneaked into her sister's palace to learn secretly.
It's happening again! Princess Elida's power is getting out of control! I heard her summoning demons last night!
Amanda trembled. It turned out that this was the secret her parents had always hidden. Her curiosity overcame her fear, leading her feet to Elida's room.
Bayel, Paiman, Balam.
Suddenly, a chilling wind blew from nowhere, and a bizarre spectacle unfolded before her eyes. Inside, she witnessed a very peculiar scene.
Elida?
In an instant, from the magic spell summoned by Elida, something Amanda could never imagine appeared. Instinctively, Amanda fiercely resisted in desperation, but it only made the demon Baal even more insane. Suddenly, waking up from the eerie dream, Elida rushed to save her sister, and at the same time, she took the wrath of Baal upon herself. Amanda was supposed to use all her strength to save her sister, but the fear invaded her body, rendering her unable to do anything. The darkness and Baal overwhelmed Elida, and they vanished, leaving the room eerily quiet, as if nothing had happened.
Elida! Is anyone there? Anyone?
Not only Amanda's parents, but all the attendants were surprised by the story she told. No princess named Elida had lived in the abandoned castle, and in the fairy clan there was only one single princess, Amanda. In the following days, Amanda silently observed, but there was not a single clue about Elida's existence. During the coming-of-age ceremony, she became the only princess present.
Did I just imagine Elida?
But the pain in her hand reminded her of that horrifying night. The torment and regret for not saving her sister in time led Amanda to seek the mysterious castle. Despite knowing that her light magic would be damaged, Elida diligently studied dark magic from the spellbooks in her room.
Wait for me, Elida. No matter what, I will bring you back.
After many, many nights of effort, it finally became a reality. Elida, with an emotionless face contrasting her sister's joyous tears, emerged from the magical spell. Strangely, this time, Elida returned to the castle where their parents and Amanda lived, no longer separated.
Elida, have you been living here all along? Living here? Wasn't that always the case?
Elida's preferences had also changed. She now wore a bracelet and could even eat apples, which she used to be allergic to. Then, a series of disappearances occurred in the castle, culminating right before Amanda's eyes. And with Elida's disappearance before, no one paid attention to any of the incidents. During that time, Amanda often had a strange dream. In the dream, a frightened sheep repeatedly appeared, asking Amanda for help.
Is that room Elida's room?
And one night, it was Elida herself who appeared in that eerie dream. The faces of the souls and the sheep turned to horror.
You fool! Animals don't talk silly! Got it?
This time, Amanda was determined to get to the bottom of everything. Inside, a horrifying scene truly unfolded. Everything that happened in the dream was real, and her dear sister seemed to be behind it all.
What? Oh, we have an uninvited guest here.
This time, Amanda was a fully grown-up light goddess, no longer allowing fear to control her.
Amanda, please, listen to me. After being trapped in the spell, I temporarily sealed the soul of the demon into the woolly sheep you saw. However, in exchange, I'm no longer human. Absorbing souls was only a way for me to live like a normal person. But even so, taking the lives of others is not acceptable. Because of you! Everything is because of you! If it weren't for saving you, I wouldn't be like this! You've taken everything from me!
Indeed, those words struck Amanda with guilt and remorse. To take responsibility, she decided to transfer her light energy to Elida to absorb, even if it meant losing her divine status. But at that decisive moment, when Elida reached out to receive the energy, Amanda sensed something amiss. On Elida's hand, there was a scar that could only have been caused by divine light. A series of events connected in her mind. In addition, the woolly sheep woke up, trying to warn her. Though difficult to discern, it was Elida's voice. In that fleeting moment, Amanda changed her mind, making a timely decision. It turned out that the Elida she had summoned was an imposter. He was the demon Baal, disguised as Elida to seize not only Amanda's powers, but also the entire fairy clan's strength. To carry out his plan, he turned Elida into a sheep and used a cursed apple to control her consciousness and exploit her mesmerizing singing voice. The truth became clear, and the two sisters mustered all their strength to defeat Baal. But he was powerful, and they were no match for him. With no other options, Amanda and Elida decided to use forbidden magic, combining their powers, even if it meant losing their divine status. Demon Baal was finally defeated, and the entire fairy clan woke up from the enchantment and control. From then on, though they no longer had magic, the sisters Amanda and Elida became closer. They joyfully helped their parents manage the clan and continued to study diligently to find a different way to restore their powers.
The story concludes here today. Thank you for your support. Every view is a huge encouragement for us to create more exciting stories. Don't forget to subscribe to Woa Fairy Tales to help us reach 1 million subscribers soon. Now, please share with Woa Fairy Tales your feelings after watching today's story. See you in the upcoming episode! Woa Fairy Tales.
In this world, what could be more wonderful than enjoying your favorite food and being with the one you love? And Princess Millie was no exception. She was born into a royal family. Because of that, she can indulge in all the delicious and exotic things in the world. Millie ate anytime, anywhere, even in her dreams. Gradually, Millie's slender figure was replaced by a plump one. However, she was always praised for her exceptional intelligence. In contrast to Millie, her twin sister Rosie was incredibly beautiful, with a slim figure. Just like her name Rosie, she had shiny hair that exuded the fragrance of roses, and was truly enchanting. But not everyone is blessed with everything, and Rosie wasn't as talented as her sister Millie. As days went by, the difference between the two sisters became more apparent. Not only that, Millie was also very strong.
Have I gained weight again for no reason?
She looked at herself in the mirror, feeling even more insecure about her chubby body. When she went outside, Millie felt uncomfortable seeing people staring at her.
Surely those people are secretly laughing at me.
Gradually, Millie distanced herself from others, locking herself at home and avoiding any interaction. Millie's mother worried about her, so she cooked special meals for her.
Why do you always make me eat something different from the rest of the family? I don't like it. Tomorrow there's a royal ball happening, and I really want to go. Can you come with me, sis? No, never. I don't want to be a laughingstock.
The next day, a knock at the door woke Millie up.
Millie, tonight is the night of the ball. Please, come with me. You're too bothersome. Don't waste your efforts anymore. Help me, Millie. You also know that Rosie is too naive and trusting. I can't let her go alone. She worries me. Fine, but just this once.
The two princesses started preparing for their journey. Rosie packed many beautiful dresses to take along, while Millie only had one fitting dress. Millie and Rosie bid farewell to their mother and set off towards the palace. After a while, the carriage stopped in a small village.
I'm so hungry. We need to find something to eat.
Sadly, the village was desolate due to a drought.
Sister Millie, let's think of a way to help them.
Thanks to Millie's intelligence, she quickly found an underground water source.
Ah, I found it!
Thank heavens!
Truly a genius! We have water now! We have water! I can be useful too.
The two princesses continued to help the villagers rebuild their devastated village. Millie diligently watered the colorful flowers and helped the people push carts and rebuild their houses. Meanwhile, Rosie used her magical hair to bring new life to everything around. The villagers were immensely grateful to the two princesses, and they gave Millie and Rosie delicious food and invited them to stay. But Millie and Rosie declined because they had to hurry to the ball on time.
Those people are truly wonderful. They're not hateful like the people in our hometown.
Finally, they arrived at the palace, looking at the bustling crowd. Rosie's heart was filled with excitement, while Millie felt indifferent, munching on her food. Rosie hurriedly pulled Millie into the dressing room inside the palace. Rosie eagerly took out the most beautiful dresses. She looked magnificent in every outfit, like a true flower. Millie took out her only dress. It turned out Millie had eaten too much of the food the villagers gave her, which made her body gain more weight.
I'm done! Rosie, you should go to the ball alone. No, I'm afraid without you. You have to come with me.
Millie felt powerless and reluctantly picked up the dress to try it on again.
Let me help you.
Rosie struggled to help Millie put on the dress, but it was challenging. After a while of struggling, the final button was finally fastened. Millie looked at her round figure from top to bottom. Every movement had to be careful, making her more uncomfortable. The night gradually fell, and the palace lit up. Millie and Rosie entered, and all eyes were on the two princesses.
I bet everyone is laughing at my body.
But contrary to Millie's thoughts, everyone made way for her.
This is the acceptance I was looking for.
Greetings, handsome princes and beautiful princesses. In just a few minutes, the ball will officially begin. Prince Lucas will only dance with one person. And that person is the one who overcomes the prince's challenges.
Come on, Millie, do your best. Play along, I'm not in the mood. Please, for your little sister.
Finally, Millie took the lead in asking the questions and facing the challenges. Everyone couldn't deny Millie's intelligence and quick wit. The doors of the room opened, and Prince Lucas appeared. Millie seemed indifferent, but when she saw the prince, she couldn't help but feel a flutter in her heart. May I have the pleasure of dancing with you?
I thought the prince would only dance with beautiful girls, the noble ones. Why would he choose someone plump and unattractive like me?
Lucas began leading her in the first steps. The tight dress made it even more difficult for Millie to move. Until now, my father, the king, always arranged meetings with beautiful girls. But deep down, they had narrow-minded thinking and were selfish. I just want to find someone with beauty and intellect, no matter how they look on the outside. While they were immersed in the music, they suddenly heard a loud rip. Millie looked down, and her dress had a big tear. She didn't know where to hide, so she searched for Rosie's help. But Millie saw Rosie being taken away by a group of strangers. They were Viper and Thorn, two villains who had been secretly following Millie and Rosie while they were helping the villagers and had witnessed Rosie's magical hair. Taking advantage of Rosie's naivety, they wanted to kidnap her and use her to earn money.
Stop! It's all because I didn't take good care of Rosie.
Fury fueled Millie's determination, and she ran alongside the horse-drawn carriage. The carriage overturned, and the horses went into a frenzy.
Rosie, run!
Viper and Thorn immediately chased after the two princesses. Millie ran to a large lake, but there was no way to cross. Millie looked at her plump figure and had a brilliant idea. Millie signaled for Rosie to climb onto her back. Millie acted as a buoy and swam Rosie to the other side.
Thank you, sis, for always helping and protecting me.
Millie realized that Rosie had always loved her, even when she despised everyone. Her frustration had spread to her sister as well. Both of them ran towards the edge of a cliff, with no other way out. With no other choice, Millie had to fight against Viper and Thorn barehanded. Suddenly, Millie heard Rosie scream. Millie was severely injured, and she was exhausted.
Farewell!
Why would you do this?
Because I love you. Millie woke up startled. It was all just a dream.
Rosie, thank you for being safe. These are all healthy dishes, delicious and won't make you gain weight. You can eat them to your heart's content.
It turned out that Millie had misunderstood her family all along, which had made her become resentful and unpleasant. No one despised or mocked Millie.
Truly a beautiful and kind-hearted girl.
Everyone passing by waved and greeted Millie warmly. Millie felt like the barriers between her and the others had been broken. Millie always chose healthy food, exercised diligently to avoid uncontrolled weight gain as before. Embrace everything with a positive attitude. That's how life becomes better.
The story ends here. Please remember to subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales for more wonderful and touching stories.